So guys, today while I was at work, I was just standing outside, I'm a security guard, and it's just interesting because as I'm showing this leaf, it has a A, in the middle of it. No one wrote this in, it's part of the leaf. It's like it's inside of it, it's graven inside of it, and it's the structure of the leaf, it's just I was just standing there outside and the wind blew it right towards me. It's like 2 feet, 3 feet away from me. It just went right towards me and it just stopped. So I flipped over the leaf and it had this A in the middle, and I'll point to it. And it just reminds me of God, Jesus Christ. He's the Alpha. The first letter of the Hebrew alphabet is A, and it's like it means oneness and unity. And God is so powerful. He's an Alpha, our Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, and the beginning and the end. And when they say alphabet, just think of the first four letters. The first is Alpha. The first five letters is Alpha, and that reminds me of the Lord. Alpha, he says, I'm the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, and the beginning and the end. And as you see this A in the middle of this type of leaf or bark, it has like white around it, like it symbolizes how holy God is and how righteous he is and how bright his light is. And I just want to share this to you guys to know that even through wherever we're going to, Jesus is number one. He's Alpha and the Omega, the first and last, beginning and end. No one could stand against him. He's almighty, he's powerful, and he controls everything, and we just got to put our hope and trust and faith in him. That's all we have to do. He's just reminding us every single day who he is and how loving he is and how good he is and how much mercy and grace he shows to us, And so just by seeing this letter A in the middle of this leaf reminds me of that. And it also reminds me of, how Jesus was it had three crosses, Jesus, when there was two people who was crucified next to Jesus, and Jesus was in the middle, and this A is in the middle of this leaf, or this bark, and it reminds me of, like, man, representing Jesus Christ, since he was in the middle, the one in the cross in the middle, who died for our sins, and it's just a blessing to know that Jesus is always there, regardless of how windy it is, regardless of how the storm is, regardless of how many fires there is. There's nothing like our Alpha and Omega, Jesus Christ. So just letting you guys know, accept Jesus with a pure heart and you will be saved. God bless.